In this video I'm going to show you how to clean your espresso machine. Now you might have either one of these, so you might have a metal cleaning blank or you might have a rubber disc. Doesn't matter which one you've got, I'm going to show you how to use both. So if you remove the group handle from the machine, if you've got a metal disc, what you need to do is insert it underneath the edge of the basket, twist the blank, and then the basket will pop out like so. Whip it out. You can see it's pretty dirty, so we're going to clean that afterwards. So you pop that to one side, replace it with the blanking plate, which you can see has no holes in it. So the whole idea behind this is we're going to use that to back flush the machine, so it's going to force the water and the chemicals back up into the machine, and we're going to clean out that valve. Okay, so you then would just pop that in like so, add your powder, and then put it into the machine. With this machine you would have a rubber disc come with it, so you have that in there, and then we put our rubber disc in. So just going to show you both. It doesn't really matter which one you have, there's no right or wrong. So we're now going to add our de-tannin powder. You want about a teaspoon of powder into there. Okay. Then pop that up into the machine. Now, depending on which machine you've got, this bit varies very slightly. So for our customers that have the carrot, Expo Bar carrots, what you now have to do is press and hold 5, so button 5 and 1. Okay, so it's the two end buttons, but you must hold this one before pressing this one. That will then go into the cleaning cycle. With this one, what you have to do is switch your machine off just here. Okay, you're then going to press the middle button and hold it whilst you turn the machine back on, and this will now enter its cleaning cycle. So it will create a seal, and then it will then start to flush it up into the group. You might see a little bit of water come through here, but don't worry too much about that. It will be flushing it up into the valve. Okay. So at this point of the cleaning process, you could be going off doing other things. Say if you're in a busy restaurant or bar, you could be cleaning other things, so you don't have to be watching it at this point. If you do watch it, it can be a bit laborious and a bit boring, so I will just explain though whilst this is going ahead. Oh, actually saying that, we're ready to roll. So that's the first step done. So at this point we can take the handle out, get rid of any water that's left in there, and then we can pop it back in. We want to repeat the same process again to then flush out those chemicals, because obviously we've put all these chemicals up into the machine, we now must flush them out. This is really important for two main reasons. One, we don't want to be feeding our customers horrible chemicals, and two, we could block the machine up and one side of your machine could stop working if you don't rinse it through. So it's really important. So we're going to do the same again. Switch the machine off, hold number 3 and turn it on, but obviously this time we haven't put powder in the handle, so we're just flushing it out this time. Okay, so whilst this is going, I will explain that with the carrot, the Expo Bar carrots we have, when you are in your cleaning mode, you'll want to do that 3 times. So once with the powder, then you take the handle out, you'll tip the water out, put it back in, do the same again, and after that you do the same thing but once more. So once with the powder, twice without. With this machine you only really need to do it twice because the cleaning cycles are a lot longer. So twice is fine, once with powder, once without. For those of you that are doing less than 50 coffees a day, you only really need to be cleaning your machine without powder every night, but then once a week do it with the powder. If you're doing more than 50 coffees, then that's when you need to you need to start doing with the powder every night. Okay, so that's finished. So you then go on to repeat the process to the other side of the machine. Now once you've done both sides, you've done the same thing to both sides. So obviously you switch the machine off, hold down number 3, turn it back on, same thing. Once you've done that, you then get your group head brush. That's really important. You've got one of these. You want to turn on the group to get a bit of water onto the shower plate. And then you want to scrub across the shower plate and all the way around the seal. Now we've made quite a few coffees on this today, so it's quite dirty. So you want to really get up around that seal and make sure it's nice and clean. And there's no harm in actually having a look and making sure that it's nice and clean. Get a bit of blue roll across the shower or a cloth and just go around the seal, make sure it's lovely and clean. Okay, so that's the group heads done and clean. Now what we need to do is the handles. So every night remove these baskets. So, and then the best way to do this is to get a big jug, a little bit of your detanning powder in there, about 2 teaspoons, fill it with hot water, put both your handles in there, soak for about 30 minutes, take them out, take them to the sink, wash them thoroughly with hot soapy water to get rid of that residue, and then that will really lift off all of that horrible coffee stain, and then you'll be good to go. So that's that bit done and sorted. So when they're all nice and clean, we'll put them to one side and I'll do that later. Okay, so once you've done that, that is pretty much it. It's all just external polishing up the machine, making it look all pretty. Which I'm not going to bore you to tears with doing that. Before you go, I just want to show you one last tip. If you ever notice that your steam arm, when you turn it on, that it's not coming out of all of the holes on the end of the steam arm, or if you've noticed that your milk is taking really long to steam, or let's say your milk, you think, oh, that's not very good, milk doesn't look very good, then it could be that the nipple on the end of your steam arm is blocked. So what you need is one of these, a very high-tech piece of equipment, a paper clip. So I've just got a paper clip and I've bent it out so it's in a straight line like so, and then you just use that to poke in the end of the steam arm and just make sure that all of the holes are unblocked like so. Okay, so you just give it a twist and then just check it up. It's all fine. Now you should never you should never soak a steam arm. Always just wipe the steam arm clean after each time and purge thoroughly and you'll be absolutely fine. You should never soak a steam arm overnight. Again, that's a real myth in the coffee industry. I hope this video really helps you and helps you clean your machine correctly. Thank you very much for watching.